decided between Gwen and me? You know who you want to marry?
I do. And that's what I want to talk to you about.
You don't understand. I really don't feel well. Gwen, you are going to feel a whole lot worse when that ring is on Teresa's finger and not on yours. But if you're going to do this, you have to do it right. So either lie down all the way or stand up all the way. This on your knees, I think it's just a little over the top. I feel very strange, like my whole body's been shocked or something. Which is good. That is totally consistent with the symptoms of sudden heart failure. There is no way that Ethan can propose to that little tramp now. I'm going to go get him and bring him in here. No, please don't. Gwen, you don't have to look dead, just ill. Oh, my God. This is real. Gwen.
Mijo, what is it?
My head, it feels like it's exploding.
Come, sit.
It's okay now. It's past.
No, Antonio, you just sit here. Help him. Get my bag from me. I think I have something that will help. The episodes are coming closer together now, aren't they?
Yes.
It's getting worse, isn't it, Eve? Don't leave me, son. Please don't leave me.
Look, Sheridan, I don't want to hurt my brother any more than you do, okay? So we got to tell him the truth. We can't go on living this lie.
How can we tell him that we're in love after what he just said to us?
I've accepted what's going on with me. Actually, I'm pretty happy. Mostly because of this woman right here. Sheridan, I never knew that someone could bring another person so much joy in their life. And it's because of you that I came back to Harmony. To introduce you to my loved ones. You make whatever it is that's going on with my brain, you make it bearable. And for that, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Now that his condition is even more precarious than we thought, I cannot go back in there and tell him about us, Louise. All right, I just can't.
Sure.
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for life.
Gwen, please. Oh, Gwen, please don't die. Oh, Mother. Oh, thank God you're alive.
Of course I'm alive. I just don't feel well. What happened?
I have no idea. I mean, we were talking, and then all of a sudden you started to lose your balance. I thought it was this great acting job because you were going to keep Ethan from proposing to Teresa, and then you really passed out. Here, can you get up?
Oh, my head.
Oh,
I feel so dizzy.
oh, here, come on. Well, we'll have you thoroughly checked out by Dr. Eve Russell as soon as we can, all right? But, you should really look at the bright side here, because there is absolutely no way now that Ethan is going to propose to that little tramp. In fact, I'm going to go get him. Oh, and I know exactly what I'm going to say to him, too. I'm going to tell him that you're having trouble breathing. That way you're going to need mouth to mouth.
Mother, stop it. Okay? I am not going to be part of any of these sick plans anymore. No more manipulations, no more tricks, and no more schemes. I am finished.
But, Gwen, that is the foundation of many a lasting marriage. But besides, you don't have to lie. You are sick. All you have to do is just be as pale and wan as you are.
I said no, okay? Mother, I'm finished with all of this. I don't want to compete with Teresa anymore. I can't live my whole life wondering whether Ethan's going to all of a sudden decide he loves her more than he loves me. Oh, my God.
Where does it hurt?
Well, it's not pain exactly. My stomach is just all upset and throbbing.
Well, are you sure you don't want me to reconsider and get Ethan?
Absolutely not. If you want to be helpful, just please get me some ice water, okay?
Okay. I'll be right back.
Promise me you're not going to bother Ethan with this, Mother. I feel bad enough as it is. Please don't make things worse.
Don't you worry about it, honey. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I cannot let Teresa win. I simply can't.
I've given this a great deal of thought, and I've made my decision. Teresa, you and I, we've been through the mill together. The best times of my life, and the worst times. Like the day we first met.
You mean the bucket of paint I spilled on you at the carnival?
I thought you were some klutzy psycho stalker, and I never wanted to see you again.
I don't blame you, Ethan. I can't believe how immature I was back then.
But we've changed a lot since that day. And I like to think we've become better people. Teresa, I've watched you over the years turn into a caring and compassionate human being. You're a loving mother who thinks nothing of making the biggest sacrifices for those that matter to you most. You've been willing to give your life up for mine. More than once. And that kind of love just doesn't come around every day. I see that now. For the first time, tonight, I believe that you've really changed, and that you understand the toll that even the smallest lies can take on a relationship.
I do, Ethan. And I swear I'm never gonna keep another secret from you again.
I've had to look deep into my heart to make the right decision. And I know I have.
Ethan, you've got to help me.
What are you doing? They have plenty of this stuff. They'll never miss it.
Would y'all stop staring at me like that? You're making me nervous.
We're just worried about you. That's all.
Has the pain passed?
What about those flashes of light you were having?
No. I don't have them anymore. I'm fine.
What are you thinking? The truth. Well, what do you know? You do still have a heart in there somewhere. Just tell me the truth. I don't know. I don't like the way the pains are coming so quickly.
Why isn't Sheridan back yet? I'm gonna go find her.
No, Neil. You stay here, okay? I'll go find her.
I don't know what could be keeping her. I mean, still don't understand why she even left.
Well, I do. This situation, your prognosis it's got to be pretty hard for her to take.
What, her knowing that I'm gonna die?
How do you face losing someone you love?
You're crying.
I am not.
I am not a crier.
Liz, come on. I've known you way too long.
Then how do you expect me to react when I hear the clock ticking on the time you have left? I loved you, remember? I feel like I'm losing you all over again.
Listen, guys, if you want Eve and I to leave, we could just get lost.
No, it's all right, TC. I don't have any secrets.
I never was quite sure what happened with our relationship. I cared about you, but you just kept pushing me away.
I didn't want to.
No, but you did. You kept yourself all locked up. And all I wanted to do was get close to you, but you wouldn't allow me to, and you blamed me for our relationship not working. But it was you that didn't want it to go any further.
I couldn't help it, Antonio. I never knew how to trust anyone. Not even you. You'd think that wouldn't be such a big deal, wouldn't you? But it was. It cost me my one chance at happiness. It cost me my one chance at love.
Don't say that. You are still young, and you are beautiful. And you are a special person, and there is somebody out there for you.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Something inside of me's been broken, and it's way too late to try and fix it.
Why do you say that? Did something happen?
You know, I think I've said enough already.
There you go. You're doing it again. You're pushing me away.
You really want to know all the gory details?
It might help.
All right. You know, I wasn't born with a wall around me. Things happened that made me build it up.
Like what?
Someone I trusted and loved. Someone I counted on to be in my corner forever turned her back on me. She stabbed me in the back in the worst possible way, and I've never gotten over the betrayal. Oh, God. Please, thank God you're here.
Oh, what happened? Did something happen to Antonio?
Well, he had another one of his attacks. Eve, she gave him something that she hopes will make him feel better, but we all know it's temporary. He's getting sicker by the day.
All right, come on. Hey, don't cry, all right? Please, don't cry.
After all these years, my oldest son finally comes home, only to be on the verge of death. He's looking for Sheridan. Where is she?
Oh, she went upstairs. She got all upset. She doesn't want to go through with telling Antonio tonight.
I don't blame her.
I don't blame her either. That doesn't mean it's going to stop me from telling him the truth. Mama, he deserves to know. He needs to know.
I love you both so much. Anyways, all I want is what will make you happy. So I have to ask you this. Will breaking your brother's heart make you feel any better? He's dying, and you want to take away the only precious thing he has left, Sheridan.
I think these days you'd call us a dysfunctional family, but back then I just knew that we had a lot of problems. There was always one person that I knew I could count on to protect me and to help me. One person I could always run to when things got tough. We made a vow to each other that no matter what, we would always be there for each other. We were so close. Much closer than we would have been if things had been more normal, but then we needed each other so desperately to survive.
And this is the person who turned her back on you?
Yep. Just walked out one day. Without saying goodbye, without a note. She was gone. She just skipped off and left me at home to deal with all of it on my own. Trouble was, I couldn't. I didn't know how to deal with all of those things that was happening. I was too young, too scared. I didn't know how to stop the bad things from happening, so they got worse.
Can you talk about it?
No, that's all. It was bad. Look, enough about me. I don't know why I got into this garbage in the first place.
Because I asked you. I wanted to know.
Well, now you do. If that person I trusted had stayed with me, things would have been different. We could have gotten through anything together. But she couldn't hack it, or wouldn't. She was just out for number one.
Liz, who was this person that let you down? Was it a family friend?
No, TC. It was my sister. My sister who I loved with all my heart.
Sheridan, what's wrong? What can we do?
It's about your brother, Antonio.
Where is he?
He's downstairs with Luis and Pilar and a bunch of other people.
Okay, I don't understand.
All right. Luis wants to tell Antonio about us tonight.
Oh, my God.
He figured that if he surrounded Antonio with the support of Pilar and Eve and others, that he'd have a better chance of withstanding the news.
So what happened? Did Luis tell him?
No. Before we could get the words out, we found out that Antonio's condition is worse. He doesn't have much time left.
No, I mean, I kept hoping that he was going to go into some kind of remission.
I know, so did I. Eve says it's really bad. That's why I wanted Luis to hold off on telling him that it would be too cruel under the circumstances.
And what did Luis say?
And he thinks it's crueler to not be honest, and I don't know what to do.
Look, nobody knows better than I do how important it is to be honest. I mean, I've learned the hard way what can happen if you lie and you keep secrets. Even if you justify it by saying that you're trying to protect someone, it always backfires.
That's what Luis says. But, I mean, how can I hurt Antonio like this?
I wish there was something I could do.
Look, I have to go to Antonio and Luis, okay? I did want to hear what you had to say.
No. It'll wait. Go to your brothers.
Okay, thanks.
I'm sorry. I barged in on something really important, didn't I?
I might say that. I was just going to ask Teresa to marry me.
Damn. Your own sister stabbed you in the back?
That's what hurts so much. I thought we would be together through thick and thin. I thought it was just going to be the two of us against the world. But she had other plans. For herself, at least.
I don't get it.
I didn't either. You know, after she left, I thought that she was going to come back for me. I just knew that she wouldn't leave me alone with them. And then after a while, when she didn't come home, I went looking for her. I searched everywhere. I just knew that if she could just see me, she would realize how much she missed me. And then that we would be together, just like before.
Stop that. I don't want Luis to have to come in here and arrest my own mother for stealing. The only person Luis is going to arrest is you for trying to murder your dear sweet mother. What's the matter with you? Are you crazy? I'm gonna get you out of there and I'm gonna kill you more! Oh, I wonder what Luis would think if he knew what you were really like.
Liz, did you ever find your sister?
Yeah, I did. By the time I found her, I couldn't recognize who she'd become. She was a singer in a seedy bar, and she'd gotten involved with drugs and drinking. The sister that I had so looked up to was nothing more than a common tramp.
devastated. But I still didn't give up on my dream. I begged her to leave with me. I said that I would help her and then that we would help each other. But she wouldn't come.
Why not?
Well, I guess she loved that life more than she loved me. She chose the drugs and the sex and the low-life clubs over anything that I could possibly offer her. It was bad enough when she abandoned me the first time. But the second time, after I found her, that broke me. My own sister robbed me of any happiness that I could have hoped to have.
I thought you were going to marry Gwen. I thought that's who you bought the ring for.
I know. I honestly thought that Gwen was the woman that I should marry until I searched my soul.
And this all happened tonight?
No, not exactly. I mean, in the past few days, I've had many heart-to-hearts with my real father and my ex-father.
Wait a minute, you're taking romantic advice from Julian?
For once in his life, what he said actually made sense. He and Sam basically told me the same thing. They said to follow my heart and marry the woman I loved with every fiber of my being. I mean, I care about Gwen.
But Teresa makes your heart do flip-flops.
Triple handsprings every time she comes in the room. I honestly believe that she's changed into the kind of woman I want to marry. Bottom line is, I don't want to spend the rest of my life without her. And I'm sorry, I know Gwen is your best friend.
That's no reason to marry her. If Teresa is the one who makes you happy, then that's who I want you to be with.
Thank you. She is.
And that's not to say that I'm not worried about poor Gwen. I mean, she did have such high hopes for you two tonight. How did I listen to her all over again?
Take that, you two-timing tramp!
Mom, I'm not a monster. Come on, Antonio's my brother. I love him as much as you do.
I know that.
Do you? Because it seems like you don't think that I care if he dies. I do. It's gonna break my heart if it happens. Look, it's not like I'm stealing her from Antonio. Sheridan and I were together long before they even met.
I understand that. I do. I am just so worried about your brother, Luis. You heard him in there, talking about how much he loves Sheridan and you. So when he finds out that the two of you are together, he'll feel betrayed by the two people he loves most. And I don't want that to be the last feeling he has on Earth, you know?
I don't want that either, okay? But I'm telling you, Antonio is stronger than everyone thinks he is. And the worst thing that we can do is continue to lie to him.
I don't know.
I do. Mama, everyone is here tonight. This is the perfect time. We can all be there to give him support. Look, this is like the hardest thing I've ever had to do, okay? But it has to be done. Antonio needs to know the truth.
Are you crazy, Rebecca? Yeah, crazy as a fox. I know exactly what you were up to, trying to weasel a proposal out of Ethan. Well, forget it. It is never going to happen. There is no way I will ever let you walk down the aisle with my Gwen's man.
Get out of my way, okay? I can't deal with this now. I have to go downstairs to Antonio.
No, not until we settle this.
It is settled, Rebecca. You are too late. You cannot force Ethan to marry Gwen when it's me that he loves.
Oh, no? Yeah, well, Gwen may not want to fight you anymore, but I will, and I will fight you to the finish. And for the record, Ethan does not love you. He just thinks he does because of all your tricks.
You're wrong, Rebecca. The reason Ethan was going to propose to me tonight...
Oh, wait. You're saying he didn't propose to you?
Well, he was about to, and we were interrupted. But as soon as I get back, he is going to finish what he already started.
Oh, we'll see about that.
You're too late, okay? Ethan knows I'm the woman he's meant to be with. And I'm in his heart and soul. And you can't do anything to stop that.
Yeah, we'll see if he still wants you when I'm through with you. Off me! Oh, my God. Stop it! Don't leave my daughter alone! Get off her!
So, how did Gwen take the news?
I haven't told her yet.
You mean she still thinks you're going to propose?
I imagine she does.
Oh, Ethan, you've got to tell her it's not going to happen before you ask Teresa. Come on, it's only right.
I just wish I didn't have to hurt her.
I know. I feel the same way about Antonio. You know, I hate the deception, but I also can't stand the thought of telling Antonio that it's Luis I love the best. I'm just so afraid of destroying whatever little time Antonio has left.
So what are you gonna do?
I wish I knew.
I can't lose you again, Sheridan. I love my brother, but I can't lose you again.
It's hard to imagine one sister doing that to another.
Well, my mistake was believing that she had been born with a heart. Turns out she didn't have one.
Do you ever think that maybe your sister did what she did because she had to? Excuse me? Maybe she didn't have a choice. Maybe she was dying inside, living at home, and she knew she couldn't survive it one more day. Maybe she didn't think of it as running away from you, but as running for her life.
She shouldn't have left me alone. No, Eve, there's no way you can justify what she did. She threw me to the wolves without a second thought. She was just out for herself.
It was so long ago, but you talk about it like it was just yesterday.
Because she's here in Harmony. And I made a vow that if I ever ran into her again, I would do to her what she did to me. I would get my revenge. Get your hands off my daughter! What is wrong with you?
Why don't you ask your little Tartalita over there, huh? Why don't you let her tell you how she was trying to sink her claws into Ethan again?
How dare you behave like a junkyard dog?
Oh, please, Pilar. Fine. I will leave, but I am warning you. This is not over. Not by a long shot, and I will win.
What is wrong with that woman? What set her off this time?
I will explain later, Mama. How is Antonio?
How did you know that?
Sheridan came in and she told Ethan and me that he's sicker than we realized, Mama, and that Luis is going to tell him the truth anyway.
If Russell says that he doesn't have a lot of time left.
Mama?
Where's Sheridan?
She's in my room with Ethan. She was really frantic about what Luis was going to do.
I'm the last person on earth to endorse any kind of deception. But in this case, it's just not black and white. I cannot bear the thought of Antonio suffering any more than he already has.
Well, did you try to talk Luis out of telling Antonio about Sheridan?
I tried. But there's no use. He's determined to tell him the truth.
Mama, all I know is what lies in secrets almost cost me.
Almost?
That's right, Mama. Before Sheridan came in, Ethan was gonna propose to me. We're gonna be together after all.
Where's my water?
Teresa is swimming in it. And she deserved every last drop of it, the little backstabbing slut.
Oh, Mother.
But the good news is that Ethan has not proposed yet. We still have time to stop him. We just have to think.
No, Mother, no more. Teresa's taken him from me again. I've lost Ethan for good.
Not necessarily, Gwen. You may not have the energy to fight this fight to the end, but I do. Just leave it to Mother.
My sister is going to regret the day that I found her. It's time she knew what it felt like to lose everything that matters.
I should have told me this years ago. I'm so sorry.
Antonio, I couldn't tell you when we were together. I was too afraid to trust anyone with who I was and what I had been through.
It would have made a difference.
What are you saying?
Saying that we would have stayed together, Liz. I loved you.
Man, her sister really cost her. I don't blame Liz wanting revenge.
Hey,
Hey.
where's Sheridan?
She ran upstairs. She got all upset when I told her that I still plan to tell Antonio the truth tonight.
Well, no wonder. After that heart-rending speech that he just made about the two of you in there.
Yeah, Antonio's speech got to me, too. But that doesn't change the fact that we're still doing Antonio an injustice by not telling him the truth. Look, I understand why Sheridan got upset. But I still intend to follow through with my plan. It is time for Antonio to know the truth.
No, you're making a big mistake.
I'm so sorry, Sheridan. I know this isn't easy for you.
Oh, Ethan, it's killing me. I love Luis. He's the man that I want to spend the rest of my life with, but I love Antonio, too. That's why I can't bear to hurt him.
That is how I feel about Gwen. I mean, it's not her fault. She didn't do anything wrong. But she just had the misfortune of falling in love with a man who's in love with someone else.
You know, I don't want to make you feel worse. But I talked to Gwen earlier tonight, and she was so excited. She thought that you bought that ring for her.
God. Sheridan, what am I going to do about this? How am I going to keep her from falling apart?
I'm not sure you can. But I do know you owe it to Gwen to tell her first. You have to tell her before you propose to Teresa.
Why? Why is this happening all over again? God. I wish someone would put me out of my misery. I feel so sick I may as well be dead.
Mama, it's true. And this time it isn't just wishful thinking. Ethan is going to propose to me. He would have before Sheridan came in. Mama, say something, please. I mean, aren't you happy for me?
See, Teresita, if it's true, of course I'm happy. If I seem a little less than enthusiastic, it's because I'm worried about Antonio.
Mama, I'm scared, too.
I just hope that Luis will wait. Because otherwise, the news could kill Antonio.
No, I mean, all I was saying is, how can you lay the truth on Antonio after he's just found out he could die any day now? It's too much for anyone to have to deal with, Luis.
Well, he's going to find out the truth sooner or later, Beth. You know, it's better that he hears the truth from me than to hear it from someone else. Look, I know it's going to hurt Antonio to find out that Sheridan and I are in love. But it's better than finding out that we lied.
Well, I don't necessarily agree with that.
Well, that's fine. You know what? You're entitled to your opinion, okay? But I know what's best for me, and I'm going to tell him the truth tonight.
You stick to your guns, Luis, and tell Antonio the truth. I told Betty she was going to end up being an old maid taking care of me forever.
Did you ever hear such an awful story? Imagine your own sister turning against you. I mean, what kind of monster would do something like that?
If I'd only known.
What are you talking about? If we'd stayed together, you wouldn't be with Sheridan.
You're right. But all I'm saying is, if I can find love and happiness, so can you.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Liz, you said that your sister is here in Harmony.
That's right. She is here. Right here.
Damn it, what's her name? Who is she?